3, 4. Let me take you on a little trip, my supersonic ship, at your disposal if you're feeling alright. Well, alright. We'll go much faster than light, fill up your roller coaster, we will go anywhere you wanna decide. Alright. Too many people side by side, got no place to hide. My supersonic rocket ship. That was a good take. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, to do Supersonic Rocket Ship, I've put mine on capo 5. This version I found is slightly easier than if you have it without the capo. Try to do the chords up here. So hopefully this will be extremely useful for you to try and copy what the Kinks are doing, or mimic it at least. It's not exactly the same, but it's close. There's a lot of instruments going on in that intro. It's very musical, oldie style, folksy. I think there's a banjo being used, possibly ukulele, one of those instruments. I can't be entirely sure, to give it that kind of lovely jangly sound. So hopefully this will help you. Right, so capo 5, double check your tuning when you put these on because it can go really sharp. We're going to use the shapes, okay? So even though the song is, I believe it's in G, we take the capo off. There's another version I've done. In the video, you'll see I've got my capo on. My son is, or should I say Jude, is using without a capo. So I'll put both versions on. This is the main version I want to focus on because this is with the melodic kind of strummy part. Okay, so that type of thing. So well, let's go through that and have a look what's happening there. So as I said, we're using shapes. So shape 1 is going to be a D shape here. Now if this is confusing you, please don't worry. I used to be really confused about this. So the shape D, in fact, you're actually playing a G. But anyway, let's call it D for argument's sake. So D shape, you know your D, put your first finger, you see that, don't you? Your first finger on the G string, on fret 2. Now we're going fret to fret 2, 1, 2, you're kind of starting your guitar fresh here. So 2, you've got your second finger on the E string, and your third finger on the B string and the 3rd fret. Okay, so that's a D. Remember, 4 strings. Now that is, you're going to use that shape D, but you're going to start with another shape D. Now you're going to need to come up really to get the nice sound here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this is part of another D chord that you're going to use just to get that melodic sound. It's kind of fairly close. So you, as I said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your first finger goes on E, string number 1, and then you're going to use your second finger. It's going to go up to, I'm going to call this fret. It's actually 12th fret. That'd be easier to call it, wouldn't it? But if you want to use the other way, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th fret from the capo. It's entirely up to you how you refer to it, whether it's the 7th fret or the 12th. Okay, so we've got 5th fret, 7th fret, or 10th fret and 12th fret. It's up to you. Anyway, it's here. You want to get your fingers in. Anyway, the 3rd finger is going to go onto the B string. Can you see that? Okay. Alright, so you've got 3 strings being used. Now that melodic sound at the start, that jangly sound, is kind of a down, down, up thing to get it going. You get this. And then you bring your pinky under, and this is quite a squish actually to do this. Probably would be better on a ukulele. But your pinky comes down, so you are on the 12th or 7th fret. Here, let's refer to it from relative to the capo, otherwise it'll get confusing. So 7th fret here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just to check. 7. So you've got 3 fingers on here. So you get this. You bring it down and then off. And that's in the down, down, up kind of strum pattern. It doesn't start like that because it kind of starts with a. Oh, can't get my finger in. Now I've got caught in the way. Now that movement there gives you that sound. If you listen to the song, you'll hear. I've played along. It sounds pretty close. And then you're dropping down to this shape D here. For those of you who know your chords, you can see you're actually playing a G. There's actually a G chord there. You know, you're part of a G chord you're playing, and you're dropping down to another type of G. But we're going to call it the shape D, just to confuse you. Right, so let's do that whole riff so you can see what's going on. It's like a suspended chord really, isn't it? That is actually D sus4, if you want to actually know the actual technical name. So pinky comes down here and then back off. So watch again. Okay. And I'm going to an A here. You really need to train yourself to do your bar for this next chord. So part 1, you've got what happens here. It kind of stays on this shape for quite a while here. If you listen to the song, it's kind of, let me take you on a little trip, my supersonic ship, at your disposal if you're feeling. Kind of grabs it as it changes. You don't really have to do that. You can leave that off. So it would be. It's up to you whether you put another one in just before you change. It's quite tricky to do. So as I said, you need to get to play the bar. It's very difficult to get that. Unless you've got huge pinky stretch out there, then you go, wow, yeah. Okay, yeah. So as I haven't said yet, it was used in the Avengers, so it's fantastic tune and a great kind of scene where the Hulk starts off with a Hulk, doesn't it? And it gives a piece of, is it cake or something to Ant-Man, and they end up going to a place called New Asgard. It's fantastic, isn't it? It's like a very British countryside coast. I don't know. It looks like it to me anyway. English, British, whatever. So A, you're playing an A shape there, and the next part is this little fantastic move, which is basically this. hard to do it if you're not up to speed. So I'll go through it again at the end to show you how it all fits together. So it's, you've got a suspension here, and so the A shape bar, you're going to need your second finger really to come down here. So what's happening is there's an A7 shape, and you are really, as you bounce off, you're playing, don't want to be too technical, but you're playing all 4 strings really, and it's A major 6th. I did have to look that up, I don't know that chord off by heart, but it's that chord there which is open, but it doesn't really matter. All you're doing is you're jangling on and off here, A7. And I can't be sure that that is the exact chord anyway, it just sounds very close. Your pinky is coming along and you're grabbing fret 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your pinky. So you've got this movement. If I took the chord off, you can see it's If you did that, it'll give you an idea of what you're supposed to do once you play the chord, because it is quite tricky to do that. It takes a while grabbing this bar and then obviously sliding down slightly with your finger, your first finger. So you get this kind of, that's the first part of that section. So again, if you did, just get the idea. I'm going to play it here, 2nd fret, pinky comes up to grab, fret 5. Really confusing calling it 5. I just want to call it 10. You know what I mean anyway. Yeah. Repeats that, and now I do a little pull off there just to kind of fit. I'm not sure if it is really happening there, but it kind of sounds something similar. A lot of instruments going on, as I've said. So just to, it helped me when I was singing the song. When he says, well, all right, well, all right. If you do that at the same time, it's quite easy to do it. So I was doing this. Well, all right. So coming off there. Up to speed it would sound. And that whole thing repeats twice. Hopefully that'll help you. There is going to be a tab which I'm going to upload, so the link will be there to help you so you can see what I'm doing, the chords. But as I said, you will have to watch this closely and have a listen. Do this, the lead part, to help you. All together. So far we've got there is what I want to call the bridge section, which is the words too many people. So it's an E minor. So if you don't know your E minor, it's first finger on A, 2nd fret. Did I say A? Yeah, A string, 2nd fret. 2nd finger on the D string, 2nd fret again, E minor shape, to a D, shape, E minor shape, D shape. Now it does that 3 times, I believe, and then it drops back into the A shape. So as I said, 3 times. Okay, now either it continues on to another verse or it drops into, let's call it the chorus part, and that is the section, I'm going to call the chorus, where he says, my supersonic rocket which way is it? Ship. And the chords for that are, you've got a G shape, Supersonic. Kind of jumped in quite quick here. So G, to make a G, you got your first finger on A string, 2nd fret, 3rd, 2nd finger up onto 3rd fret on the E string here, string number 6, and then your 3rd finger down here on the little E on the 1st string, and that gives you your 3rd fret. That gives you a full G, or 3-finger G, whatever you want to call it. So it goes G, D, we've done D with 4 strings, oh, with the G, all 6. My Supersonic, we go into an A here, we've done the A, where you barred it like that before on that riff section. Here you just play the regular old A major, or at least it sounds like that on the song. D2, D string, 4th string, 2, G, 2, and a nice little slope here, B, 2, 5 strings. My supersonic rocket resolves itself on the D shape. Supersonic rocket ship. Now on the video I just did 1 verse, 1 bridge and 1 chorus, bridge or chorus, whatever those two are. You can call it pre-chorus if you want. But you've got to call the chorus then my Supersonic Rocket Ship, even though it's very short, it still addresses the title. Okay, so that is everything on the capo version. Okay, strum pan, it's really a down, down, up, more or less. It does address and follow through that melody quite closely, but it does fit a down, down, up. Not all the time, okay. So again, it does stay very close to the what's happening with the kind of suspensions, call them the suspended chords. But on the whole, it is a down, down, up. It does fit it when you do it without the suspended chords on the open. Depends if you follow that melody or not. If you're just singing and keeping the strum pattern going. It's got kind of swing pattern going on there. Okay, so hopefully that's helped you. A down, down, up. I think I've addressed all of the sections there. Hopefully it'll help you. Check back on our video just to see what it sounds like. Thank you for watching and hope that's helped. Bye bye.